I'm 77 years old, so I had to write a little cheat sheet here so I'd remember to honor everybody. And so I'm going to read this off. It's a short little speech honoring a lot of you guys and, of course, the people in South Lake Tahoe. So I'll start. My name is Jim Valier, along with my wife, Jacqueline. We are present owners of the historic Tahoe Trout Farm. Since I am now 77 years old and the same age as the trout farm, I had to write this down so I could remember to thank you all, the people and the groups in attendance, and those that are unable to attend this presentation. First, I would like to thank George Adams, President of Native Sons of the Golden West, and all the members for this award. Tamara Wallace, City Council member and past mayor, for all the work she has done here at Lake Tahoe, is present with her husband, Dwayne, and he is the Chamber of Commerce. He also has worked a lot to support the small businesses as the Tahoe Trout Farm. The Lake Tahoe Historical Society is also in attendance. Paula, please acknowledge your presence. Okay. And then my friends Joe and Diane Hembach are members of the DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution. And where's Joe and Dee Dee here?
And this is our honorary chapter regent, and this is our vice regent. This is Sally Holcomb and Rosemary.
And Joe's the one, the only, my friend that's allowed to have a dog in here. So representing the media is Lake Tahoe Tribune. They have supported and published many articles over the years for the trout farm. Where are you? Where's Ashley? Right behind me. And she's going to do a write-up, of course, on this meeting that we're having here, or presentation. Dr. Darcy Coleman Collins, PhD, head of the League to Save Lake Tahoe, Goodman, is presently expanding their office space across the street from us, right over there. She sends her wishes. My friend at the TRPA, the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency, Jeff Cowens, he's head of public relations. He was unable to attend today, but he sends his well wishes to all the members here today. Peter McLaughlin, head of the Lake Tahoe Television and Outside Television, will be doing an interview for television on the Tahoe Trout Farm. On the kids segment of the program, they have a new young ski team member and Olympic hopeful that will be doing interviews here with the kids at the trout farm. And finally, I would like to thank my wife of 54 years, Jacqueline, and my team members that will be cleaning and helping you down there. James Dixon, 10-year employee, and Mike Moda, 8-year-old employee, and all the members of the community for their support. Thank you all for coming.
The Native Sons of the Golden West has been making historical, educational, civic, and military dedications throughout California since its inception in 1875. With over 1,500 dedications to date, the Native Sons of the Golden West has become the most active organization in California, taking the historic preservation and dedication of our state historic treasures very serious. We thank you for your help of our order in this endeavor, and thank you to all for attending. This extraordinary session of the 147th Grand Parlor of the Native Sons of the Golden West is now assembled, that we may fittingly open our labors. The worthy junior past president will offer prayer.
Let us rise and bow our heads. O great designer and builder of the universe, thou master of time and space. We ask thy blessing upon the work we are here to commence. We beseech thy favor upon the workmen here engaged. We supplicate thee to strengthen the hands of all in worthy endeavors. Give unto us to realize our full aspirations in this sight, making it to stand against the storm of time and evil. Permit it to endure against intolerance, injustice, and ignorance. Bless those who shall teach truth. Aid those who shall seek justice. Reward those who shall maintain honor. Preserve unto us our liberties and the traditions of our forefathers. Give unto us our citizens courage and understanding. Endow our government and our nation with enduring wisdom, complete toleration, and eternal independence. Let our light shine upon the world to the end that peace, prosperity, equality, and liberty shall be the portion of all men, and to thee shall be the praise and glory forever. Amen.
Amen.
Please remain standing while the worthy Grand Marshal leads us in the salute to the flag of the United States of America.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
By virtue of my office, I now proclaim the 147th Grand Parlor of the Native Sons of the Golden West convened an extraordinary session for the purpose of dedicating Lake Tahoe Trout Farm. Worthy Grand First Vice President, whence came the sand and the gravel, and what does it signify?
Worthy Grand President, this sand and this gravel were gathered from all the counties in California, from our mountains, from our rivers, from our valleys, from Del Norte, where the northern boundary emerges from the Pacific, from Modoc, where the northern line intercepts the 120th meridian, from Lake Tahoe, where the boundary departs the meridian to strike the Colorado River, from the Colorado at the Mexican line, from San Diego, where the southern boundary meets the waters of the Ocean of Peace. It typifies the natural greatness and resources of California, untouched by arts of man. It is the essence of her being, the foundation laid by the Creator upon which our fathers have built this great state.
Worthy Grand Second Vice President, whence comes this cement, and what is the meaning of its presence?
Worthy Grand President, this cement comes from all the mills in California, from Riverside, from Colton, from San Juan, from Santa Cruz, from San Andreas, from Redwood City, from Permanente, from all the places within our state where the skill of man transformed the natural rock into a needed element of construction. It typifies the industry and efforts of mankind. It brings to our minds the proof that man has harnessed the forces of nature and has wrought well for the advancement of humanity. As it is a necessary element of construction, it symbolizes the truth that the reason and energy of man is necessary to bind together the elements of society that a perfect state may exist.
For the Grand Third Vice President, whence comes the water, and what does it tell us?
This water is brought from the site of each of the missions of California, from San Diego, founded in 1769, to Sonoma, founded in 1823. It speaks to us of the saintly Junipero Serra and of the intrepid Anza, of the patient Lasuen, and of the gallant Portola, of the devoted Duran, and it tells us of the discoverer Cabrillo and the explorer Vizcaíno, of the soldier Galvez. It brings to our mind still more important era where the sons of Colombia established respect for law and right without the power of force, and build it here by the strength of their own will, a great state. It calls to memory all the beauties of the traditions of the past. It is symbolic of the spirit that made and preserved us as a nation. It typifies the reverence that we feel for established government, for law, and for justice. It is here as the symbol of patriotism and loyalty. It admonishes us that the resources of nature and the energy of man cannot accomplish lasting results unless mingled with the lessons and the traditions of the past.
May the resources of nature, mingled with the energy of man, ever produce fit material from which a build a splendid future. May the traditions and lessons of the past ever keep us true to our duty. May the example of our forefathers hold us fast to our dedicated work. Thus, with the boundless resources of nature, do we mingle the energy and the reason of man to produce the present. The present is like unto the mortar, which we may mold and shape at our will. If we make it according to our teachings of the past, it will harden into history, that it will glorify us. But our errors in our part will forever show in the hardened mass. The present is ours, but the present will soon be the past. We shall pass on to history. Let our work be worthy, done to the end, and the characters that make good history. On behalf of all men who love truth, justice, equality, independence, and toleration, I now proclaim Lake Tahoe Trout Farm well and truly dedicated. And to our native state has contributed to the mortar with which this plaque has been sealed, so may the hearts of all men cherish and defend liberty and justice. May law ever prevail. May loyalty ever move the sons of California to preserve the spirit of 49. And may California ever prosper to the home of free-born, tolerant Americans. The junior past Grand President will now ask the favor upon heaven upon our work.
Please uncover. Father eternal, lift up the hearts of all men. Give them to act beyond their words. Make their practices equal to their promises. Extend thy divine protection to the work of this day. Cause this site to be a beacon of light and hope to all the inhabitants hereabout. Endow all who shall labor therein with truth and wisdom. Bless all who shall labor for the advancement of our country and its people. Preserve unto us the inheritance of our fathers. Give unto our children greater light that was given unto us, and eternal rest grant unto all who shall fall in the battle of life. Amen.
Amen.
The work for which we have been assembled, having been completed, I now declare this extraordinary session of the 147th Grand Parlor of the Native Sons duty closed. I am now going to have the Grand Marshal read the text.
Originally called Poppins Pond, the Tahoe Trout Farm was founded in 1946 by Johnson Meadows on Trout Creek, a summer fishing, hunting, and gathering ground for the Washoe Indians. Land purchased in 1860 by the Johnson family for summer grazing for their cattle. In winter, the cattle were moved to their Nevada ranch. In 1872, Mr. Charles Johnson caught a native Lake Tahoe cutthroat trout that tipped the scales at 29.5 pounds. E.J. Vallier, a fifth-generation Californian, and his wife, Jacqueline, were customers at the ponds in the 1950s. They purchased the Tahoe Trout Farm in 2012. In 1886, Captain T.J. Vallier, E.J.'s great-grandfather, became the youngest captain of the Bar Pilots Association. And in 1907, he was the charter member of the Pioneers of Alaska, Nome Igloo number 1. This dedicated May 18th, 2023, Native Sons of the Golden West, George A. Adams, Grand President.
I'd like to now introduce the team that took part in the dedication. I have my first Grand Vice President, Steve McLean, Excelsior 31. In Jackson. I have the man that took the part of the Grand Second Vice President, which is the Grand Second Vice President, by the way, Gary Pageant from Sonoma 111. The man that took the part of the Grand Third Vice President is the Grand Third Vice President, Christopher Nelson from Petaluma, Nicasio 183. The man that took the part of the Grand Marshal is the Grand Marshal and also my son, Christopher Adams from Napa Parlor 62. Then the man that took the part of the Junior Past is a past Grand President from Sonoma 111, Ronald Bracco.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you the brother who took the part of the Grand President of today's beautiful dedication. He is the Grand President of the Native Sons of the Golden West. From Napa Parlor number 62 in Napa, Brother George Adams.
It's a great honor to be here today. It is my #1 plaque. So a little over an hour and a half into it, I have my first dedication, and you know, what a place to dedicate. I always want to try to promote family things, and a trout farm is definitely a family thing. You know, bring your kids back. We are about to go have some fun, and let's catch a trout. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go down. We're going to get you a pole. If you want to fish, you can fish.
So the gentleman down there, I have 2 workers down there. They'll assist any of you. Don't hesitate to ask. They can also vacuum seal your trout to take home with you. They'll clean the trout. It's all complimentary of George and myself at the trout farm. The trout are from Mount Lassen Hatchery in Northern California. They're certified green by the Monterey Bay Aquarium. They're raised on krill, which is shrimp. So they're very similar to salmon. We have an 80-foot ice-cold well next to the Whopper Pond. And if you would like to take fish home, we can vacuum seal them for you. And we can also fillet them or clean them. And like George said, stay away from the Whopper Pond.
If the first person that falls in, I will contribute to the Whopper Pond.